Greetings, تحية يا شعب الأحرار والجذابة. You guys, this is a special message from my heart to you all, Phoenix. And I just want to say something very special. So I know you guys consider me to be العدو الصهيوني, meaning the, Jewish enemy here. And this is a special dedication we've been having tonight here at the suite for the Monroe Hotel here. I've been having some special order from Jerusalem for a special Hebrew cherry, very rare, limited edition wine. Cheers. And straight from the heart of Jerusalem. Can you guys, see properly? This is, my Jerusalem rosary here. And I wish to speak to your hearts, dear IC and less ACS, but as well and BHS. And Nazareth, Athénée, and Lycée, and Jamhur, and the rest of all of my favorites. I just want to say that the same things you wished upon me reverberated right back your way. So, remember how you wished me dead back in the day in Fort Lauderdale when you sent me your Canadian Sunni people that told me that if I don't go back then and there as Dima Tabrawi to like be a politician, you will end me. And then I said that I wasn't willing or ready to abandon my Archaea path and covenant and my United States of America dream. And so you decided to end me. So what did you do? You ended all the money in all the banks for all the people, and you chose a Russian mafia prostitute who currently is residing at 36 Dialian Street here at Springwood, and is driving Kelly's car. You know who Auntie Kelly is, everyone? She's a Californian girl who moved from California to South Carolina to be a nanny, and then she dated a guy called Brother for very, very many years. And what did Brother do to her? He stayed in her house where I stayed, my house, and I will show you my files. One moment here. And then he went to, his sick mother in the hospital, and he ended up giving her and the nurse a wedding license simultaneously. Then he decided to marry the nurse who he had been seeing like a couple months. So I walked into the house, and Kelly Lintern fell down right like a ton of bricks, like poop, right to my face. And then they took her to the hospital. And then I cleaned the house for 3 days, praying to Jesus she would come back, because, Kelly and I used to go to Resurrection Church every Sunday, and that's when I got my baptism, because I used to go to church every night, actually, and I used to go to, the SWAT team and pray for everybody at their door, etc. And Kelly's a devout lover of God, and they killed her. So when I came back from Mount Shasta, she's like, oh, they chose her. And I'm like, what is she talking about? I didn't know that people had an agenda and chose someone else over me. You think I knew? No way. So now apparently whoever they chose over me is living there, because you guys also all chose her over me too, dear Lebanon. And you guys decided to replace me, to sell me off. You decided to marry other people in my name, more than one girl, because you were hoping that I would come back and be your little boy toy troll there, because you have this fixation on, at any cost, harming me and destroying my dreams of true love come true. So now you're all poor, you're all sad, you're all miserable, you don't have money, you can't party, you can't drink, and I'm in a beyond 5-star hotel suite, private, Marilyn Monroe vicinity here. I've been staying in hotels for the past 4 months or more, if not more, like from the fanciest to the more fanciest hotels in the United States of America on the most fanciest of islands called Hilton Head Island. And you can't wish me enough harm. I mean, everything you wished upon me came right back to you. And you know why this happened? Because you guys hate Hebrew, Jewish people that only intended good for you. And I learned Arabic for you, and I grew up among you, and I went to each one of your homes, and I was in service to you and your children, and I played piano and did ballet and did yoga and gymnastics and long jump and threw, weights and played baseball, basketball, football, and did everything that I could do, theater, cinematography, and beyond for you all. However, you're all a bunch of ungrateful little kids that are self-defeatist and that will choose at every cost to go dark for no reason and go bal for no reason. So here's all my folder for my case of how you guys intended the harmest of harm for me since I revealed my truth to you all, and since you all knew anyway what my truth was going to be. And, apparently now the car that Kelly left for me is also being driven by someone else, as well as they have my driver license and my home, which is really absurd. However, today I had other beings, try to offer me a driver license taking my social security number, but then it was revealed to me that these beings intended to, harm me too, because of the Sunnis that just want to end dreams of true love come true for all, which is not going to come through. So just wanted to tell you all that, I really believe that you will end up going on the streets and starting to pray because you have no other choice now. Like, you all have been only living vicariously through me since the beginning of time anyway. And now that you can't reel me in anymore because of the COVID thing, what do you think, it's going to be resolved in a month? No, it's not. And that's when you can't refer to me as Dima Tabrawi anymore because I no longer will be that person. Plus the fact that the American green card is going to last longer than the Lebanese passport. So guess who won the Constitution and the Bill of Rights over your Republic of Lebanon under your false democracy based on religion and discrimination and women hate and women abuse. So all the hate you targeted my way is definitely come back at you billionfold. Now you all are, discovering the truth of your essences and of how it feels to actually be miserable in ego. And, well, this is all like identity theft, repair kit. You can't see because of this light. But this is all the same. I've been going through identity theft courtesy of the Sunnis that have very big issues with me breaking free from your conditioning. So watch this, you guys. Street address, 36 Dialine Avenue, apartment 21. Time at this address, 7 years and 5 months. So that's supposed to be my home, by Kelly Lintern as an endowment from California to here for the whole 26 thing. And as you all know, my number was 437726. So, as well as, my mother and Michael, whom you all know, had 843s in their number. So this plan has been long time due and upcoming. And it is pretty sad to know that you all have such feelings of, jealousy and envy towards me because I am risen and I followed my dream and I took the road less traveled and I do plasmatic surgeries, which none of you want to hear of or take part of because you think that I'm the Zionist enemy when I'm your only hope and your probable only way and your best friend. However, at this point, as soon as I do get my USA citizenship and passport for Aurora Morningstar, middle name Diamond Rainbow, I will make sure to, you know, issue a relativity bridge of an open portal for anyone who desires to evolve and get a plasmatic heart-based tech surgery. And if you really want to stay in misery, pain, horror, and reap the fruits of what you have sown in terms of having gone astray since I left to Kuwait, and since you broke off every couple that I had with your terror mafia mob little hookers that you've been training with the 9/11 since my birth and beyond, that's entirely up to you. And I bid you farewell. It's only a month until Dima Tabrawi is no longer. And even if I do, whatever happens, I'm just saying it was lovely to get to know the people of Baal because you're not the phoenix. You are not resurrected and you are pretty sad, to say the least.